We talked about a laser being a tool. Definitely can bridge the gap between where you're at now and where you need to be as a beginner shooter in terms of survivability in a self-defense situation. But that's not what you fall back on. It's a tool, not a crutch. So what we're going to do is talk about a couple things that we can train and make sure that we're effective with that laser and we can use it in different environments. When to have it on, when not, when to use it, when to use your iron sights, because it's not a replacement for iron sights. One of the things that we hear is, hey, if I go out into daylight and it's not night, am I still going to be able to see that laser? Well, most of the time, yes, depending on range, but sometimes, no, you might not be able to see it, and it might be harder to pick up, and you should be using your iron sights. So the only way you're going to know that and be fast and efficient with that is getting out there and using it in a lot of different environments, not just the square bay, the 360-degree, three-dimensional world that we actually live in every day. Yep.
Every tool that you put on your gun has its application, and you have to learn each one of those. You need to train with each one of those to be proficient.
Great. Let's try some of it out. So the biggest takeaway, we did a little bit of live fire and then we did a dry run too. There's no substitute for live fire. That is something you always want to try and implement, but a lot of us don't have a shoot house at our disposal or even in our area. But it doesn't mean you still can't train that 360-degree 3D environment, the real world, not the square bay. And you can do that with dry fire. The emphasis is dry fire. So make sure you double and triple check that firearm before you start clearing your house or whatever you got.
You also were able to demonstrate the low light or high light versus low light, low visibility, switching from your iron sights to your actual laser, and I thought that was an excellent benefit.
Main takeaways: train with your equipment, 360 degrees, all different light, bright, low, complete darkness, and use dry fire. If you can't get out there and live fire, use a dry fire.
Exactly.